My name is Marion Olivia Weilharter. I'm a mother. My little son Oliver is now almost 7 years old. Since violence against women and children by many men, authorities and politicians obviously is still regarded as a minor offense, have Oliver and I had virtually no contact for almost 2 years. My child and I are ourselves the victims of violence. Therefore, I have decided to share today, on the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, a few thoughts with you. Also, you would think that we live in a civilized society. It does not take very much to be exposed to psychological or physical violence when being a woman. When being a mother, the risk is twice as high. Then it may be sufficient that you separate from your partner and prove to him that you can also make it without him. Many men are not able to tolerate this at all. If you are lucky, you will then only be pursued with psychological violence. If you are unlucky, you are also exposed to the physical superiority of those men. I have experienced all of this myself, because I have dared to split up and leave the father of my child, with whom I was never married, nor did we have shared custody or a visitation agreement. 3 years later, Oliver and I moved completely legally from Denmark to Austria. Right after I moved, my ex-boyfriend started his campaign of revenge against me. With the help of Danish authorities, and together with his spokesperson for the press, he organized a real witch hunt against me. The result of this persecution was that all rights were taken away from me and Oliver. Even so, the Danish authorities did not have international jurisdiction to do so. The sole custody which I had for Oliver since his birth was retrospectively taken away from me in Denmark. Thereby, several of Oliver's and my human rights and the right to family have been severely violated. It is important for me to say that this is by no means a single case in Denmark. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of women and mothers in Denmark who are going through the same or much worse with Danish authorities, in case they want to protect their children from abuse or violence. There is probably no European country in which so many mothers have already been in prison as in Denmark. Danish authorities always find a way to criminalize mothers, even if they have to bend their own laws and subsequently have to produce forged documents, such as in my case. The same authorities support the offenders in their actions. They do not intervene and make further attacks possible. But it does not stop there. My ex-partner continued with his vendetta in Austria, not leaving out anything. Also, in this matter, he was supported by the Danish authorities with slanderous methods. Long legal proceedings have been started. I was exposed to telephone terror. I had to cope with massive slander about me in the media. The sad highlight in the case was reached on April 3, 2012, when the Dane decided to commit a crime and little Oliver was violently abducted to Denmark with the help of accomplices. Since the day of the kidnapping, he uses psychological terror against me and Oliver. Since 20 months, any contact between Oliver and me is prevented. Also, everyone knows that this is child abuse. Authorities are doing nothing about it. Danish authorities have even ignored the decision of UN CEDA, which states that I must be given access to Oliver. From Danish ministers and parliamentarians, my case is shrugged as an unfortunate individual case. The intention is to distract from the many other cases and to cover up what is really going on. In fact, there are many hundreds of cases, especially foreign mothers and Danish mothers. Some foreign fathers are affected. These urgently need help in order to protect themselves and their children. Therefore, I would like to ask you to help ensure that these cases will be known to the public. Besides a few exceptions, Danish journalists have until now refused to write the truth and the facts about my case and the many other cases. Please help to stop violence against women and children.